Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Kerbal Space Program. On the last Let's Play, we tried to go to the moon. Sorry, I had to make that joke. Anyways, Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. On the last Let's Play, we got a call from Ty asking if we could do some work for him. Because he's a bit short-staffed. Because he only has 2 employees, I guess. And then we went to the gym to, do gym stuff. Met a guy whose name is, I think I have it right over here. Kyrex, who is extremely, forward. Yeah. And then we went on a hike with Axel and Dom. Yeah. And now we're at Ty's bar to help him out. He is extremely generous, employer. He's like, yeah, you're gonna be training, I'm gonna give you full-time pay and also give you free food. And I'm like, can I quit my job and do this? Anyways, I arrived at Ty's bar a few minutes shy of 5 p.m. I'd been home to freshen up in the interim. Diego had already left by that point. Look who it is, you made it. What, did you think I was kidding or something earlier? Nah, just figured you'd be late or something. What's the term? Pot calling the kettle black or something? What's the term? Oh. Ah, shush. I'm gonna go fetch Ty. You wait here. Okay. I took a seat at one of the bar stools, as I had done the day before, and waited. I'd barely even sat down by the time Ty entered the room. Adrian, my friend. Or, I think again that joke wrong. Wonderful you could make it. Evening, Ty. Thank you for helping me out today. It's greatly appreciated. No problem at all. Follow me. I have a uniform for you to wear. But it's bottomless, sir. I ain't changed into the clothing Ty provided me. It's a good fit, and I hadn't even provided Ty with my sizes. Oh, he was just eyeing you up and down prior, taking your, what was it, fittings? Okay, I have Diego in the kitchen duty this evening. He's all alone out there, but I think he is ready. Out there in the kitchen? Oh, I didn't realize he was that good of a cook. He was not before, but I've been training him up for this very situation. I see. So, where does that leave us? You and I will be out here. I will handle serving at the bar, and you will be on the till, taking orders and payments. Okay, I guess this is more of a bar than, a restaurant. But it's kind of weird that we have a kitchen. Do you have any experience with that sort of thing? Have you used our point of sale before? Point of sale? That sounds very much corporate. Like management of change. I took a glance at the screen in front of me. As luck would have it, the point of sale was a software developed by a company I used to work for before arriving in Woodcrest. Okay, so it's a program? Oh, my job was just paperwork. I still had a good level of familiarity with the suite. I passed this information on to Ty. Life is just full of wonderful coincidences, is it not? Well then, I'll leave the point of sale to you. If you run into any issues, just let me know. I'll be here. In time you receive an order of food, stick it in the box on the kitchen window for Diego. If you receive an order for alcohol, use the magnet to attach it to the board behind us. And that's really the gist of it. Common sense applies. Simple, smile, be courteous, all of that. Oh heck, I have to actually do customer service. Dang. Any questions? Not particularly. It's easier than I would expect it to be. Being a cashier usually is. The hardest part is getting your head around the point of sale usually. You have a significant advantage in that regard. Also, I try to train all of my staff on every situation for flexibility. This is the easiest of the bunch, so I assure you that there will be plenty of challenges ahead. Well, so much for training. Looks like I'm all ready to go. Unexpected, but most appreciated. Things will be slow for the next little while, but it will pick up later on. How about you make a start and get some practice in before the busy period starts? Let's do this. A little over an hour passed, and as Ty had predicted, the workload had picked up noticeably. Thankfully, everything went smoothly, and the point of sale worked exactly as I had expected it to. I was taking an order every few minutes, some for the bar, most for the kitchen. Wait, some for the bar, most for the kitchen? Huh. Diego's pile of tickets is growing steadily, and I began to worry if he was keeping up with the load. Ooh. But, I guess this is, because this place I would be like, oh, so what, mostly alcohol, and you get, what, chicken wings in the back? Maybe a sandwich? Don't know. Ty, on the other hand, was clearly a master server and bartender. He was zipping around at a breakneck pace, preparing drinks, serving tables, and keeping completely calm all the while. It was wonderful to be working with somebody that dedicated and experienced. Sorry, sometimes I read him like, question mark? How does that sentence work? And it's like, oh, okay. I found a brief opportunity with no customers queued up, which I took to check on things in the kitchen. He's on the floor, curled up in the fetal position, crying. What I found was Diego, much like Ty, rushing around the kitchen like a madman. He had several pans frying different things. Half of his ovens were all working in tandem. A number of deep fryers all cranking away. Boy, that kind of sounds like a bit much. Like doing meatballs and fish and steak and salad and tomatoes. As he moved back and forth, I noticed he was panting as he went. I could only hope he had not drooled all over the food. I thought it's best not to disturb his focus, so I returned to my post. I wonder if that's like a relationship check. Finally, we reached the end of our dinner hours, and I stopped taking new orders. Thankfully, towards the end of things had slowed. We didn't need any extra time to catch up. How about that? You did a splendid job. Are you kidding? I was only the cashier. You and Diego did the real work. You could say that again. I'm beat. I apologize. I had not anticipated several people would call in sick today. They were all drinking at the same place. Diego, I must say, you exceed my expectations. For the most part, everything came out looking fantastic, with minimal errors. Thank you for stepping up today. Yeah, usually I don't. Like, I'm a pretty chill person when it comes to food. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Anything. Psh, what can I say? I'm pretty good. Diego merely grumbled in response. He wasn't having a bar of it. Having a bar of it? Huh, never heard that phrase before. You certainly are. And Adrian, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in to help today. I do not think I could have opened if you had not. You really saved my skin. Oh, my foe. It's no problem. I assure you, not every day is like this. This was almost an unusual set of circumstances. I hope you don't think poorly of my offer as a consequence. I hope you will not think poorly of my offer as a consequence. I don't understand that. Of course not. Like I said, I was just a cashier. I've had far worse. Very good. On that topic, are you happy to work for me on a casual basis? Going forward? There will certainly be work available, but not every day. Why not? Sounds good to me. I'm very glad to hear that. Now, I did promise you both a free meal. Diego's ears perk up, suddenly. But in celebration of both your wonderful work tonight and Adrian as an additional team, why not order as much as you like? Dude, he's gonna bankrupt you. As much as we like. Starters, entrees, desserts, you name it. Including drinks? Well, I suppose that would not be an issue. Just take it easy, okay? Hell yeah! Can we get little croissants? Diego, if nothing else, was woefully predictable. There was mention of an all-you-can-eat dinner, and all of his troubles would just disappear. Jesus, man. You're not going bankrupt with all this going on, right? Like, seriously, dog. The two of us had just seated ourselves at the table, and were browsing the menus. We'd ordered a platter to start off, with simple sizes of almost every starter on the menu. We'd ordered a platter to start us off, with simple sizes. Simple sizes? Wait, we ordered everything? Diego had ordered double shot whiskey and cola. I'd ordered another of Ty's famous pina coladas. As for our entree, Diego knew that he wanted what he wanted straight away and put it in order for a chicken parmigiana? As for my order, Diego had sworn by the Parmesan, and Ty recommended the chicken filo, but I admit, I also had my eye on the beef and chorizo chili nachos. I had no idea which three I should order. It's weird that this game is like putting all these different things on me, but it's like, well, I don't know the mechanics of this game. I should probably put it in their Discord and be like, hey, I'm not part of their Discord, but I'm part of the furry Discord, so. Well, since we're romancing the, attempting to, the, cheetah, we'll go with my gut. Beef and chorizo chili nachos. I like them hot. Excellent choice. Ty made a note of our orders and returned to the kitchen to prepare our meals. What? Are you crazy? Or just show off? Oh please, I love food spicy. A malicious grin spread across Diego's face. Just what was he thinking? What? Nothing. I didn't like this one bit. It wasn't long before Ty returned with our meals. They looked absolutely delicious. Ty was clearly as good of a chef as he was a bartender. He had brought us another set of drinks, even though ours weren't finished yet. Wow, boss. Awfully generous of you when it's your tab. I'm trying to thank you, boys. What kind of thanks would it be if I held out on you? Jesus Christ. If all bosses were like this, nobody would quit. I mean, fair, but I think what Diego's trying to say is thank you, Ty. That would be my line in these circumstances. Now, I hope you boys would not mind if I ate with you. I have prepared a little something for myself as well. Oh, we would mind. You just giving us free food and then sitting next to us while we eat? Nerve. Of course not. We'd be honored. Wonderful. Just a moment, please. Ty made his way around the bar, scouting for any additional patrons. Having found none, he locked the front doors and set a sign for closed. I checked my watch. It was only 10:30 p.m. I suppose it's being a Wednesday meant the bar wouldn't be as open as late as it would be on other days. Ty had then returned, having tossed his vest on the bar counter and placed his own plate of chicken filio on the table. He then pulled out a chair beside us and sat down. Bon appetit. Is it bon appetit or bon appetit? Yeah, I know, I ain't French. I'm the person that fights the French. On two fronts, actually. Think about my heritage. Hey, boss. Not having a drink yourself? Also, let me just check my face. I wanted to play it safe, just in case either of the boys needed a sober driver. Look at this guy, being an absolute top class guy. Oh, well, that's real thoughtful of you, boss. Diego raised his glass with a grin and chugged what remained. A second glass sitting at the ready. This action caused Ty to raise his brow somewhat. That boy sure loves his drink. I ain't no drunk. Of course not. Really? Hey! Yeah. Following our meals and several more drinks for Diego, Ty gave us both a lift home. Like, were we that drunk? Or, with those little circles and things and the blushing, it's like, yeah. Just cooking is really something, huh? That it is. I'm gonna go head for bed. Feeling a little woozy. Alright, I'll catch you tomorrow then. Night. Remember kids, try not to drink because you could be a surprise alcoholic. Or, develop an emotional crutch to it. I decided to pay Lucas a visit in order to accept his job offer. So, are you part-time in both places? Because that could get rough. With Ty's work being sporadic, it made sense to have multiple jobs on the go. Couldn't say I minded the variety either. Here's the thing. Okay, two things. One, that bulb is in front of that wire, but that wire goes this way. Sorry. And that wire goes that way. But also, two, I really am not sure if, part-time employers allow you to do that. I mean, maybe. I know, I live in America. Usually, if you're a part-time employer, it's like, yeah, you gotta work these hours. If you don't, it went without saying. That was a little Actually, day 5. Okay, it was a little nervous. Lucas was a little scary, and hardly the welcome sort. If it weren't for Dom's insistence that he wasn't so bad, I doubt I would have come. Ooh. So, you're taking me up on the offer then? That's right, I'm filling you in for Ty as well, so it can't be every day, but I'm happy to be on call. That's fine, on call is what I need. But isn't on call like, hey, here's these set of times that you need to come, you have to come kind of thing? You can start today. So soon? I've got a stage that needs building, and nothing but a fox and a lousy rat to build it. Another rat. I guess that is the problem. I didn't have any of the plants today. Good, I'll introduce you to the team for the day. But Dom you already know. And Eric, well, you'll know him soon enough. That sounds vaguely ominous. It is. I hadn't counted on Lucas needing help on the very day, which was contrary to what he suggested when we had first met. I could only assume someone called off, clearly an all too common problem in these parts. Not that I was likely to find out from Lucas himself. Saying he was tight-lipped would be a gross understatement. Lucas had instructed me to wait in the communal area with the rest of today's team while he got himself organized. Alas, there's only myself and Dom here. No sign of Eric anywhere. Did you get roped into helping out today? I did. Was someone sick, Joe? Was someone sick or something? Sudden bereavement leave. Terrible tragedy. Oof. Oh, it's really unfortunate. Oh, hey. Wasn't there supposed to be someone else out here? Now here, I'm just gonna drink up a story. I was going to my grandpa's funeral one time, and when I was like, hey, I need to do it, the moment I was walking out the door to it, they were like, hey, we no longer need you to work here. It's like, wow, you guys really picked a shit time to do that. Me being like, hey, I need time off, and you like, don't come back. I would really like to say that place, but, you know, we're gonna hold off on that. It was a petroleum place, though. That would be Eric. He's running late. Sounds like someone I know. Doesn't it just? Still, this is a good time to warn you, as any. Eric is, well, he's an interesting sort. Really? Really. Just ignore his crap because, well, believe me, there'll be crap. What kind of crap? All of a sudden, the door to the entrance blew open, and in swaggered a rat, who couldn't have been much taller than Axel. Okay, so then how bad was the person that guy fired? Was he never showing up? At first, his expression was a bemused one. I don't know what that word means, but I've read it. That was until he spotted me, and it changed something between excitement and curiosity. Well, well, look what the fox dragged in, eh? How's it going, handsome? The name's Eric. Hey, I'm Adrian. I'm the one here today. I'm new here. Today's my first day. Obviously. I'd never forget a face like yours. A face like... What's wrong with my face? Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. I gotta check with Lucas. I'll be seeing you both real soon. So he's like hella gay, right? And with that, he wandered off, disappearing into Lucas's office. What just happened? Dom sighed and shook his head. He is like super gay. He wants to be on everyone's knobs. I mean, that bonehead specimen was Eric. So I figured, but like, is he like that with everybody? Pretty much. Even Lucas? Especially Lucas. In fact, before Dom could finish a sentence, he was interrupted by the sound of Lucas yelling before the office door flew open, and Eric briskly exited, closing it behind him with a cheeky smile. Ooh, better watch it, boys. He's in a bad mood today. And whose fault is that? You two. We're leaving. Now. Roger that. What, not 3? Day, we're building a stage for a music event taking place tonight. Dom, you're standing at the bar in the corner over there. Schematics are on the clipboard at the top of the boxes. Gotcha. I'll make it start. Eric, can I do signage? You will be building the stage, and take Adrian with you. Show him how it's done. Fine. What was that? Nothing, all sweet cheeks. Consider that stage built. Psh, Adrian. Let's get moving before he throws me through another door. Ever built a stage before? Can't say I have. Watch and learn then. Bear witness to a master at work. Eric began by lifting a large metal rail and snapping into place. A little above his head, despite his size, he lifted surprisingly easily and with little strain. Regardless, I thought to offer assistance, as not to be rude. Do you need me to help you with any of the lifting? Me? Need help? Me in your dreams. I'll this bad boy ready in 5 minutes flat. You'll see. If you say so. Eric then lifted several more rails into place and began locking them into position with some bolts. Then he grabbed some cables from a box and ran them along the bottom of the rails through clips designed to hold cables in place. Couldn't help but notice Eric's tail swishing from side to side as he worked. It struck me as it's quite as uncharacteristic for a rat. Oop, heck. but nonetheless an amusing sight. He also had a rather firm ass. Trust me to notice that. Here's the thing, when I first met my online friends, funny story, I didn't see them, but they saw me. They didn't know who I was, but they're like, but one of them was like, damn, that guy has a great ass. And then, you know, we eventually met, and he's like, oh god. Good times. Next up, he grabbed a couple of large stage lights out of the box and began fastening them to the rail. Looking closely, I noticed that one of the mounting points was slightly bent, and Eric was having trouble getting the light into place. Are you sure you don't need help? I told you, I did that before the thing happened. It's like, yeah, we saw that coming. He was interrupted by a light coming loose and falling dramatically onto his foot. Ah, fuck, piece of shit! He gave the light a solid kick with the same foot, which only seemed to cause him more pain. I got up and rushed over to him to make sure he was okay. Are you okay? Does your foot hurt? No shit, my foot hurts. But I'm fine. Nothing to worry about. Do you mind if I take a look to make sure it wasn't injured? I said I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Sit down for a bit. Take it easy. I think I can figure out how to get this light in place. Get it through your thick skull. I'm fine. What's all the commotion? Eric dropped that like nothing, boss. Nothing at all. No problem. Lucas' eyes shift towards the stage on the ground, and Eric is gingerly raised his foot. He's seen all he needs to see. Whenever I do a job, I'm like, I did the problem because, like, you know, it's best to confess. If anything goes wrong, it's best to, you know, confess early to try and get it fixed as soon as possible than to, you know. I mean, personally, I can't say for every situation, but there are definitely times where I'm like, okay, this problem happened here. I tried mitigating it. It wasn't mitigated properly. At which point they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. We don't need that. Or, you know, the client wouldn't need it, you know? Good times. Eric, you jackass. I should have known you'd be showing off again. Those lights are expensive. Sorry, boss. Sorry, Lucas. I offered to help, but... Yes, I know. Eric. Let the newbie help you, and maybe you'll avoid instances like this. Lucas took his leave and went back to doing what he was doing. Eric hobbled over to the side of the stage and eased himself into a sitting position. Are you sure you're okay? You don't look okay. Just a little sore. Give me 5 minutes. I turned around and grabbed a pair of pliers, used them to bend the mount back into shape. I then lifted the light into place. It was much heavier than I was expecting. I faced Eric once more to see he'd taken his shoe off. His foot was bleeding slightly, and it looked rather swollen. He wouldn't be walking on that properly for a few days, at least a few days. I know Lucas would want the stage finished, but Eric was in need of some first aid, regardless of what he'd admit to or accept it. What should I do? Finish the stage or help Eric? Well, here's the thing. Knowing, you know, at least company protocol, you help the person who's bleeding, regardless of if they're a dumbass. Especially you don't want them bleeding them all over the stage. I decided the stage could wait. Eric's foot wasn't looking too hot. That was more impressing now. Also, I feel like if this place is as cool as it is, you'd be like, hey, first aid, important. Let me look at that. Oh, but, you know, time's a bit short, and I'm not sure how long this can go. So we're gonna leave it on that choice, even though, you know, we just made it. Also, I'm not sure how long day 5 is gonna be if we're going for Ties route, though I'm not sure if it's going to Because it doesn't seem like it's forcing us into one direction. So I'm not sure if it's going to be like, hey, you're... not Ty's route. Axel's route. I'm not sure if it's going to be like, hey, that's the end of this route. Or if it's going to be like, hey, we're going to force you into this route. You know? Don't know, because it's only at day 5. And this is day 5. Excuse me. So, end of this. Place a comment, because I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, as always. If you like me, YouTube and like the crowd, then please subscribe and check out the base epic girl. Please don't spend your ammo, have control the pack population, and I'll tell you like someone say, GamerWolfSix of Sileo. Let's look it up. We're listening it up. In Spanish.
Sileo.
Sileo. But apparently in Spanish... Did I get the wrong language? Is it, when put into Google Translate, says, if I read. Which, I mean, seems fair enough, but that wasn't what they had there. Latin word, which means restart. Okay, Latin. Restart, which...
Sileo.
Sileo. Okay, Mr. Guy that studied Latin. Or girl, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, spend your animals. And if you want to play this game, it's available on Patreon for free. But if you want to support them, then I believe it's $5. But right now I'm checking. It is $5 for the newest version, or so and support them. Though I think you can just support the people at any level on Patreon, as long as, but you won't get certain levels. But they also have a $15 a month one as well. Super Royale with cheese. A supporter Royale with cheese. Anyways, yeah, until next time, I'll say, GamerWolfSix of Sileo. I think that's the thing. Thanks and see ya.